Hello, everyone out there on the internet. I am Jack of all trades, and yeah, I'm back. So it's been a while, and I figured I should do a video. I have access to the community tab now, but I figured better face-to-face do a video rather than just writing up some explanation of where I've been, what's happened since I've been gone, and now I'm back. So basically, I was at university for the past 3 years down in Bristol in the UK, and that finished. I graduated. I finished. We haven't had a graduation ceremony or anything yet, so that'll be happening in 2022, hopefully, fingers crossed. But I have my degree and everything, I've got the certificate. We did a photo shoot. Here's some pictures of me decked out in the robes and everything, posing like a JoJo's character because I can. But then, of course, I was no longer a student, so I couldn't be staying in student accommodation anymore. So once I was kicked out of student accommodation, I was moving all my stuff into a storage unit and staying at an Airbnb for a while, with the idea being I can work, I can stay at this Airbnb and look for somewhere more permanent, somewhere I can actually rent. However, and to clarify, I had had my first injection at the time. I'd had my first dose of the vaccine, the Pfizer one. But I ended up catching COVID off a customer at work, and thus I was stuck isolating in that one room of this Airbnb because there were other people in the house, so they stayed within the house as well, but I kept myself to that room for 2 weeks, and that was an absolute nightmare, and that didn't do wonders for my mental health. I was very glad when that time was up and I was feeling better and could then leave. I have since had my second jab, so should be pretty in the clear now. But no, so by the time I then got out of that Airbnb, having freedom, didn't have to isolate any longer, all ends I had turned up looking for somewhere to stay down in England had come up dry because I couldn't go to any house viewings, I was isolating. And that was not going to be very cost effective to continue renting that Airbnb. So I flew back up to Inverness, up to the Highlands to my parents' house, where I am recording this and future videos for the next wee while. Got a new job up here, so uploads will be dependent on my shifts, rotation and everything when I'm working, when I can actually record and do this stuff. But I want to get back into it, because day of recording is the 1 year anniversary of Unus Annus, and that got me thinking about all the stuff I want to be doing. It's as they said in the first upload on that channel. If you knew how much time you have left, what would you do? Making the most of the time you have. I enjoy creating, I enjoy entertaining, I enjoy hanging out with you guys in that weird parasocial relationship-y way. So I want to get back into doing videos on the channel. And also one of my co-workers found out about this channel and dared me to upload again, so here we go. That's the basic rundown. I turned 21. I should have mentioned that. I turned 21 in September. So that was a bit of a big deal. Went back down to Bristol with friends and everything to celebrate that. Halloween happened, went back down south to celebrate that with friends. Yeah. But now that I'm back, I'm going to be continuing My Hero Academia, finishing off that season soonish, because now that I'm not waiting week to week for episodes to drop, I can just sort of, whenever I have the time, sit down, watch an episode, edit it, and upload it. So we'll be finishing season 5 of MHA relatively soonish, before the end of the year, definitely, I imagine. Then there'll be Attack on Titan, the final season of that will be coming up. I'm so looking forward to that. We'll have JoJo's Part 6 coming out. I don't know how Netflix is doing that. Apparently they're going to be dropping it in like chunks of episodes, like batches. So I might just like film myself watching an entire batch and then just condense down the highlights or something. I don't know, we'll figure that out. I finished reading the Promised Neverland manga. That made me cry. and I have a renewed hatred for the adaptation of that, because Season 2 I enjoyed at the time, and then when the final episode hit and I realised, oh, this was all it was, I was disappointed. Knowing what it could have been, I am pissed off, because if you enjoyed Season 1 of The Promised Neverland, read the manga, do not watch Season 2. I want to do the whole video on that. Yeah. I could keep going and just thinking of things that happened. I saw a really nice rainbow the other week. All the leaves are falling off the trees now up in Scotland. It's all autumny up here, which is lovely. And cold. So I'll just be breaking out my hats and scarves again. Most of which are still down in Bristol, actually. Yeah. Okay, I don't want this to drag on too long. Any questions or anything, fire them down in the comments below. It would be really nice to hear from you guys again. And thanks for sticking around, those of you who didn't unsubscribe and leave in the past few months of silence on my end. Without any further ado, I've been Jack of All Trades. It feels good to be back and talking to the camera, to you guys, everyone out there. Yeah, until next time, which will be relatively soon. Hopefully I'll be uploading a few videos back to back. Bye.